Hello friends, welcome back to the series of Spring Microservices. And before proceeding further, let's first recap what we have done in our previous video. As we discussed that we work on single services, like I gave the example of Amazon. Somebody works on today's deal, somebody works on festival deals, my orders, do commit, deploy it, run the pipeline, and that's it. Now let's take here one step ahead. First of all, advantages. You might be losing your interest in all these things, but be careful. These questions are being asked in your interviews. So just understand it. I'm not going through so many theory kind of things. I'll jump into the practical. These are the just questions I'm covering which you face in an interview. So next is advantages like loosely coupled. Loosely coupled, you already know that they are coupled but loosely, so they don't impact each other. They work independently. It's mentioned that you can down one microservice, you can scale microservice, and it will not impact single set of responsibility. Every microservices has its own dedicated tasks that it need to perform, and it helps the customers as well, like change management. Suppose 10 customers of your website raises a request against 10 different microservices. So think about in that perspective that if one services went down, you just want to revert that microservices, not the whole microservice. You will not revert to your rest 9 microservices. That is the big thing. So your all other customers are still happy. They are saying, okay, in earlier monolithic design, they have to wait for our next release, which is very pathetic. Less downtime because it's like only the service which is released, and you might not see the today's deal in the whole website for sometimes. It's not the whole website went down. Sometimes it happens that one component is not working and we some use the circuit breakers to do some other things, but it works fine. Manage volume. It can happen that during the festival season you get a hit on one particular service, so it can be easily scaled, and with the less efforts. Like earlier you need to deploy your whole war in different server, but in this case you just need to scale that particular microservice. Let's move a bit more. As in previous monolithic design, there was only a big single war which is having complexity inside, but here we have small web services, but it has some complexity outside. Complexity means if there are so many components, how to manage the integrity, deployment, routing, so many things are there. So that's why interviews are main focus on these question 12 principle of microservices, so and so. It's very simple things. You just need to understand it. There's nothing is there that you should be worried about. These are just jargons. So I'll make it series very simple. Next thing is why Spring? Spring is the de facto standard, as you know. Whenever any company thinks about creating new project in Java, so Spring is there. Spring offers you so many features. Like it has everything for everything. And Spring Microservice basically use the concepts of Spring Cloud. Don't worry if you don't know about anything about Spring Cloud and Spring Boot. Leave it as it is. You just need a bit of understanding of Spring and Java. Rest, I'll help you to understand each and everything. Okay, I'll move to the next slide. So this is the last slide. After that, we will do some hands-on on Spring microservices. So how they actually interact with each other. So the Spring microservices. Right now in Java, they are using REST. As you know, the REST is a representational state transform with JSON, because JSON is very easy to understand, very lightweight, and it's a de facto standard. Your devices understand it very easily, and it communicates with the status codes like 200 for OK, 3 for redirection, 4 for the errors of related to user authentication, 5 for server errors. That's way it works and interact with each other. And keep watching. I'll create a next video for the hands-on. Thank you.